Hey there, I, Sam Valentino, private tune detective, did some more sleuthing regarding Tubi adding a whole lot of Warner Brothers' own cartoon shows to their service, saying that there was going to be around 100 of them to be added in March. Well, I'm sorry if I worded it that way, because they're not all going to drop there at once. They will be doing it in clumps over a period of time, hopefully with just a few months or something. Enough time for them to gradually build their animation streaming library offerings. 1 week from today, March 1st, Tubi will be adding the following shows: Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, Tasmania, Dexter's Laboratory, the original Powerpuff Girls, Ed, Edd and Eddy, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Codenamed Kids Next Door, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, the original Ben 10, Yogi's Gang, Justice League, the original Teen Titans, the 2004 Batman along with Batman the Brave and the Bold, and The Mask animated series. Overall, that is 16 shows, and it's a good start. And in the case of Ed, Edd and Eddy, they're also adding the Big Picture Show TV movie finale. I'm not sure when the others will be added, but I've got a hunch at least 15 more will be added to Tubi sometime later in March, like halfway or near the end of the month. After all, I remember how Tubi can add such shows in the halfway point of a month instead of at the start, as that was the case when Tubi added over 700 classic Looney Tunes shorts on August 15, 2025, to the joy of Warner Brothers cartoon fans everywhere, including myself. Tubi had previously teased on their Twitter X account that many more Warner-owned cartoon shows will soon be available to stream, ad-supported on the service. Some previously shown there but currently unavailable, and some new to Tubi. And it's good we've got Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain streaming somewhere now, since I mentioned they are notoriously expensive shows to air or stream, partly because there being so many episodes, and partly because of co-licensing from Steven Spielberg's Amblin Entertainment. Previously, Hulu had the streaming rights to the original shows from 2018 to 2023, which is why the 2020 reboot streamed there, and Hulu helped finance it. It's too bad Warner Bros. Didn't consider streaming the original Animaniacs on the Boomerang streaming app, which was less than a year old at that time. It could have drawn in a lot more subscribers, but of course Hulu had more money. Heck, if that were the case, the Animaniacs reboot could have ended up being a Boomerang original, the way the Wacky Races reboot and the Dorothy and Wizard of Oz animated series and the Scooby-Doo and Guess Who were. But then Boomerang would have started slacking on uploading episodes after a short while, sometimes going nearly a year before the next batch of new content was added. This slacking also affected another Hanna-Barbera reboot series meant for Boomerang, Yabba Dabba Dinosaurs by Mark Marek, creator of Henry and June and Nickelodeon's Kablam, hence the very similar art style. The show was cancelled before the first season could even be streamed, and it was instead dumped on HBO Max in 2021. But then the Warner Bros. Discovery merger happened, and by 2022 Yabba Dabba Dinosaurs was removed, as quickly as it was added. Which brings up another point. After fall 2020, it became clear Warner Brothers, at the time owned by AT&T under the name Warner Media, was pumping more energy into the then new HBO Max service, back when it had some kid and family appeal, than the Boomerang service, which last had any new content added in February 2021 with a lone Scooby-Doo and Guess Who episode. After which they pretty much left it to rot until it shut down in September 2024. So there's a chance the Animaniacs reboot could have ended up canceled much earlier and they burn off the remaining episodes on HBO Max, as was the case with the last batch of episodes of Scooby-Doo and Guess Who. But under the Hulu contract, the Animaniacs reboot lasted for 3 seasons before they pretty much killed it. But regarding that ending, I found out that the Warner siblings actually did survive that meteor impact. They're just dormant again, the way they were for roughly 20 years between the Wacko's Wish direct-to-video movie and the reboot. I would imagine they've been really busy with the Please, Please, Please Get a Life Foundation, after certain poorly received reboots like Thundercats Roar and Tiny Toons University, not to mention Teen Titans Go, still going on to this day, still as polarizing as ever. But there you have it. We've got 16 of those Warner Brothers owned animated shows from the 70s to the 2000s coming to Tubi on March 1st, 1 week from today. And there'll be more where those came from in the coming weeks or months. So keep watching this channel to hear more about that or any of my other Animation Keeper findings or whatever else Zach Wolf has to show off.